So only watch this video if you haven't been able to build this pivot table. First try it and then watch the video. That's the best way to learn Excel, although it's not the easiest at first sight. Let's have a look what this table is built from. So we see the years in the column titles. We see the divisions in the row title. And then the numbers we see here, we see it on the left upper in the left upper corner. It's the sum of the total sales. And then we see the data is filtered. So let's get started. We go to insert, pivot table. We need a pivot table from the data model because the data that's been used to build the pivot table comes from different tables. And those tables are connected through the data model. So we really need the data model to be able to build this pivot table. Let's start with the year. So I'm going to write years or year in the search bar. Otherwise, we lose too much time by looking for it in all of the options. The other thing we needed was the divisions. So we pick the division name and we drag it into the rows. Then there was sales. Here we see total sales. I'm going to drag it into values. And let's make the numbers look more understandable. So we select them all, we click on the big comma, and we get rid of the decimals. Okay. If we look at the screenshot, we see 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't see 25. So I'm going to filter out 2025. There you go. And we also see there is a plus over here. Yeah, so there are probably countries underneath these continents. So let's add a hierarchy in the pivot table. Let's add countries underneath the continents. So I'm gonna drag in countries, the fields, not the one in the hierarchy. And you see now the countries underneath here, but we don't want to see them, so I'm gonna right click and collapse the entire field. I collapse in order to hide the countries. There you go. Now the pivot table actually looks very much like the one we see in the screenshot in Canvas. The numbers are not the same. That's normal because we don't have a slicer yet. That's for next step.